hot topic right now is women's basketball.
Yeah.
Have you been watching?
I ain't gonna lie. I watched the national championship for the girls and then watched the boys.
You didn't watch? I actually didn't watch. Remember I told you UConn like a month ago? They won. Shout out to UConn. But the women's was definitely way more entertaining.
Yeah. Like, Caitlin had me on the edge on my seat. Like, the things that she could do.
Final Four was also crazy.
I watched the Final Four and...
That was crazy. Like, South Carolina is good. They're the best team in the country to me. They just lost. That can happen in March.
I ain't gonna lie. South Carolina going to recruit 40 shooters next year.
Yeah, no, they're just
there's
massive.
No way they're going out like that.
Bro, they're just massive girls. So, like, I feel like
they just bullied everybody usually.
They did. And their point guard's super good. But the hottest topic, obviously, is what we've been hearing about from the national championship game. Shout out to LSU, by the way. I feel like, no, there's two topics we got to talk about. Two topics because something just came out. I think it was this morning or maybe yesterday. But we'll get to it. The first thing I want to get your take on is the Caitlin and Angel controversy online because of the gestures, like the taunting at the end of the game. What's your take on it? We literally haven't talked about it yet.
No, we didn't. And you know me, like I'm like that's kind of like what I do. Like I like when you get in, like when you fully get into a game and you're competing at the highest level, you're not worried about like how it looks on camera or what like the politics of basketball and everything that comes on with. You just it's like the most raw form of competing, and I feel like it was just like a gesture to get back to what she did to her SEC girls, as she said. Like, she did it in South Carolina, and it was just like, I one-upped you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just one-upped her. Like, she did it at a moment where it's just like, okay, like, Big E cha-chas on everybody.
Right.
So when I score on him and I got him, or when we got a good play on him, I'm going to cha-cha at him. It's just me one-upping him in that moment. I'm not saying, like, I don't mess with E because he's one of my closest friends. But, like, it's just like when you compete, you get lost in competing. So you're not thinking about, like, okay, I probably shouldn't have did that.
Right.
Like, I'm going to get
it's
some
just
backlash.
Like the fire, wear your emotions on your sleeve.
This emotion running free.
Angel's definitely that kind of girl. And, like, they're both known for...
She's been doing it all season.
She has.
So it's not like a surprise that she did it. It's the fact that she did it at that time and at that stage. Now that, like... And like she said, all year people have been saying, like, I'm too ghetto, I'm too hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fit the mold of, like, the best player in the world. Like, you feel me? Like, people don't like how she, like, carries herself. But, like, she doesn't do it for, like, the people. She does it for, like, girls that act like her and girls that, like, you know what I'm saying, want to carry themselves how they used to.
Right.
And I applaud it for real because, like, you know what I'm saying? Some people, like, they misconstrue like a
violent
act,
like
a malicious,
they
think like
act.
they're like they're ghetto, or they just don't know how to handle the control themselves. And I feel like passion should be portrayed as just passion. And I feel like that was just passion. But, like,
I mean, it definitely made everything way more entertaining.
Right. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I wanted, like, let me get a jersey. I want to get an Angel Reese jersey.
I feel like she was reaching, to be honest. Like, I feel like it was just, she really went ham on one player. Whereas, like, I feel like the online conversation was that, like, her and Caitlin did the same thing. Do you think they did the same thing?
Like I said, I feel like it's just passion. So I feel like they did do the same thing.
But I
just felt like she did it at a time. Like, okay, so Caitlin, I don't remember exactly when she did it. It was just bad timing.
Yeah.
It was a bad timing for people to accept it.
Yeah.
But not a bad timing for me. Like, whenever you want to do it, do it.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And some people do it in the first quarter, some people do it in the fourth quarter. But, like, wherever she did it, it was just her passion of the game, and she was just one-upping her, and that's just competing because everybody's trying to one-up somebody else. There's only one person that could win. You feel me? So, and then mentally, it's a dog-eat-dog world, and that's what mentality she was in.
Yeah.
So she did something that was representation of I'm winning this. Like, I did work this whole season. I know I played college Division I basketball and stuff and to go, I never even got nowhere near the national championship. But if I had the chance to get a national championship, I might have did a lot worse.
If you let me win the national championship, would you expect criticism though? being on that stage.
Yeah, I mean, it comes with it. You know what I'm saying? You got to know, like, and she knew that, but like she said, this is bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? I did it because, like, it's for the girls that want to act like this. Or
no, for sure. And I'm fully with, like, be yourself so that people that look like you, whatever race that is, like, it empowers them. And it's like you want to portray that confidence and just be your culture. But I don't get how that act equates to her empowering, you know what I mean? But I do understand, like, with her swag and everything, like, all that's hype. I get that. But yeah, I didn't understand how that specific act.
And I feel like it was more, if you gotta look at her as a person, like, she always been a little extra. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for her to be a little extra at that moment, don't surprise me, because she always been a little extra. But also, I say, when girls show any type of passion in basketball or sports, they always looked at, like, as aggressive or stuff like that, instead of, like, but when a man does it, it's not seen as the same. Like, oh, he just, like, when Tom Brady slams his iPad, he just wants to win. He's a competitor.
Right.
You feel me? If a girl was to kick a chair, they'd be like, what is wrong with her? Like, she's doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like,
to go off that, I don't know if it's because have you looked at the conversation online?
Somewhat, yeah.
So it's just really sexist and racial.
Right, yeah.
Like, those are the two main topics that are going along with this. Big media companies are saying, like, if you think this way, you're a part of the problem. And it's like, that to me is just weird.
Yeah.
For me, because it's like, damn, like, I can't have this opinion. And, you know what I mean?
Nah, I feel like everybody, like, even like now, like, you having your opinion, don't downgrade my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That's just my opinion. That's your opinion. You could be born a different, or you just grew up a different way. You could be thinking a certain way, and I could grow up a different way, think a whole different. Like, that's why I feel like things like podcasts and like when people just talk things out, that's when you really like gain knowledge, because you see things from other people's point of view. So
no, the perspective
invite different like opinions than mine. You know what I'm saying? So.
And the perspective is just everything. Like, if I disagree with someone, hearing their perspective makes me understand it more, or at least makes me understand how they're seeing it, so that it validates their opinion.
I don't know if I'm not saying this. I'm probably not saying this right, but I know it's like people like, it's like a quote saying, like, if you have a whole bunch of people that think the same way as you, or think the same way as you, get out that room. Or like, or if you're the smartest person in the room, get out that room and get to a different room.
So fast forward till yesterday.
Right.
Jill Biden invites, and see, this is where I feel like I'm very unbiased in my opinion, and I may have different perspectives, but I am unbiased in terms of, like, color and things like that, because I totally disagree with what Jill Biden does. I think she's completely out of tune with reality and the modern day.
I feel like I wanted, like, the heart that I have want to believe it wasn't racially motivated.
I don't think it was racially motivated. I really just think
she didn't know no better.
Day, well, yeah, she doesn't know any better. But also, at the end of the day, the Iowa players she's more familiar with those people.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You have, like, certain people that have more friends in the other color race, and you have that. But generally speaking, like, especially an older woman, like, you know, so it is just like, it's an L.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I was a fan of Caitlyn. Like, I still am a fan of Caitlyn Clark.
Yeah.
Like, I follow her on Instagram, was looking through all her videos and stuff. I was like, damn, she's cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I love the game of basketball. So
that's what's sad.
Race doesn't matter. You feel me? So, like, and I know, like, Caitlyn had a terrific season, like, one of the best seasons ever. You know what I'm saying? The best season ever in Iowa jersey, for sure. And one of the best seasons, like, as a college basketball player. Even though she came up short. But when she sent that invite, it was like I said, it got so racially, like, segregated, like, so black people. Because it's like, if LSU was to lose, where you were going to give that same, like, sentiment to, like, offer them to come. Yeah. And that's where it's like, damn. Like, especially when you the first lady president, you have to be, like, politically correct when you say some stuff. For you to make that big a mistake at that time was horrible.
Yeah, and it was also right after everything had already happened, and it just rolled into that invitation. Right. So it was just
and then you see now they saying, like, they're not even coming.
Yeah, they're not going. She tweeted out I forgot what she said, but she
said like,
we're going, no, we're not coming.
We're going to the Obama house.
Obama's, yeah. She said that in that I Am Athlete podcast. She was like, nah, I'm good. We'll go to the Obamas.
I ain't gonna lie. If I've been, I would rather with the Obama house too. I want to talk to Obama.
You don't want to go to Biden. You don't really want to go to Biden's crib, like.
But I mean, I feel like regardless, I don't want to with the Obama house. But
do you think the Iowa team will accept the invitation, knowing that LSU is
Caitlin
so against it?
said like LSU should enjoy that moment for themselves.
Gotcha.
So I feel like once she took that stance, I feel like Iowa will back that stance, even though they probably want to go because like that's the once in a lifetime type of opportunity, especially for like seniors and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's the White House at the end.
But like at the end of the day, like I heard Shannon Sharp say, he said in all the times of sports, there has never been a runner up that went to the White House.
Right.
So like, why start now?
I think if it was a men's game, both wouldn't have been invited. It also was because they were women. I don't think Jill would have sent an invite to like
2 men group,
San Diego State, and you know what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. Like you come, that's what I'm saying, because the girls won on Sunday, the boys won on Monday. San Diego State ain't getting no invite,
right?
So it's like, how do I even respect that? You know what I'm saying? Where it's obvious you could have did it twice and you didn't do it. You only. I think it was
just like the lack of perspective. Like you got to be able to see that what like the decision you're about to make is going to be looked at like.
And then she tried to make a political like correct answer and say like,
what'd she say?
Like, oh, I did it, or somebody tweeted saying like I did it for like
women.
It was just like for women instead.
And
of
like part of me does believe that's true, but mostly this is like a race
for sure.
So
because like people, you were just a fan of Iowa. I was a fan of Iowa, so I know she was.
It's been a whirlwind though on media in general. Hopefully we can kind of like get out of this soon, because I don't like the debates like that, because I feel like it's
taking steps back.
It just makes me feel like I can't say as much, or like
you're white.
Yeah, 100%. I have heard people speak out and say like I said, if you think this, then like you're a part of the problem and you're a racist. And I'm just like, whoa. It's just a weird conversation.
That's why I'm here to mediate.
Yeah. Where do we go from here?
Yeah. I mean, y'all tell us where y'all want. Who we have to. Our next one got to be. We have to have somebody here, and I got a couple people that I have in mind. But I'm gonna let y'all tell me who y'all. Let y'all tell us. Who y'all think should come.
Drop the names in the comments, and when you see the name, like it up so it goes to the top, and we can see who you guys want the most. Also, let us know what you guys think about this topic. First of all, shout out to both girls for doing their thing.
No, definitely.
I mean, they like women's basketball. I never thought they'd be watching,
and not even just amazing. Caitlin. I don't know what the big name for Iowa, like her, because her name kind of. Like,
I forgot her name too.
She was tough.
She takes like no dribbles.
She was tough. I was a fan of her too. So it wasn't just Caitlin. Iowa team did a great job. You know what I'm saying? But LSU, you know what I'm saying?
LSU was incredible.
They was hooping.
They were unbeatable.
And I don't care. Ain't gonna lie, nobody could have beat them. South Carolina would have had no chance.
Nobody could have beat them. That one guard,
Carson.
She's amazing.
Oh my god, she was shooting everything. And then
she was the midi magician. Like she.
Oh, you talking about 45? I'm talking about 45. Carson shooting straight threes. Didn't miss a shot.
First half. I think it was.
God,
yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
But yeah, man. Again, let us know what you guys think about this subject. Keep it cool. Like no weirdness. But share your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Drop a like,
comment, subscribe, man.
Yes, sir.
We gonna keep this going. We're gonna try to be consistent, and you know what I'm saying. Just let us know what y'all want to hear, what y'all don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying. Who y'all want to see, who y'all don't want to see, and then we're gonna try to make sure we can you feel me?
Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling.
All right, y'all. We're out here. Peace.